Jersey Alternative Medicine, anti-aging, hormone replacement. Do you have trouble losing weight? You have trouble with your sex drive? You have trouble with your energy levels? Jersey Alternative Medicine. Give them a call, 609-977-2981. That's 609-977-2981, NJALTMEDS.com, all under the supervision of a physician. And we are nationwide. Jersey Alternative Medicine. Give them a call. Beer League Warriors Apparel. Great clothing for the gym. Great clothing for any workout you do. It's that dry fit that everybody likes. Good quality, great prices. Support small business now. Don't buy from Nike or Adidas this week. Get your clothing from Beer League Warriors Apparel. Just go to beerleaguewarriors.com. They have a great selection. Believe me, you won't be disappointed. Now, I want to ask you something. This is pure curiosity. It doesn't really have much to do with the prison gangs, although it does have a lot to do with the prisons. We've talked about a lot of the violence that happens behind prison walls, and especially today when we discussed the BGF going after staff and COs in the California prison system. And I know that was in the 60s into the 70s, but how does I know with the DEI hiring, you're getting a lot more women that are going into becoming COs in the prison system. How is that affecting the prison guards? I mean, are they holding their own, or are they being taken advantage of the prisoners? And are they being targeted as easy targets, or are they really just holding their own? How is that affecting the prison system?
Well, you bring up some big topics today, in our workforce. DEI is a term that's thrown out not just in corrections, but a
Yeah,
lot of
right.
occupations. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So some people call it watering down of the workforce, or what I think a lot of people say. You got unqualified candidates in certain positions. They shouldn't be getting promoted, for instance, just because of the race or the sex, et cetera.
Mhm.
And I'm sure there's some of that going on. But I think, John, really, it's the laws that our politicians are passing that is tied one hand behind the back of corrections officers more than anything. And let me give you an example. In California, now they have to, they call it a use of force continuum. They first have to go through verbal commands. A guy's getting stabbed to death. These guys know how to do it in 30 seconds or less.
Right.
So the corrections officers now no longer can shoot if they feel that is necessary. They have to first get verbal commands. Stop, you guys, stop. Please stop.
Wow.
Please
Wow.
don't do that. You're hurting that guy. Okay.
Jesus.
Then they go to up and force into maybe pepper spray. Okay. Now, cough, the guy's still stabbing him. He's coughing, yeah, but he's still stabbing the guy. Oh, now, that's not working. So now we're going to use block guns. So now they hit them, but non lethal, they're little wooden blocks. Pop,
Yeah.
hit them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So now, it gives big welts. It hurts you, but it's not going to, it's not going to kill you or anything, take you out. So by the time they then go to the real lethal firearms, the guy's already dead.
Jesus.
So it used to be that the prisoners knew that, hey, you don't stop when that guard says, get down. The next thing's coming is a bullet at your ass.
Right.
Now they know they got a lot of time. They time it out. They practice. Boop, boop, boop. Hey,
Wow.
we got 30 seconds or probably more like a minute before they get serious about doing anything. So, yeah, they can attack staff, other prisoners, and get away with it. And they are getting away with it.
Jesus.
It has gotten so bad. So it's kind of then like a domino effect. So it's gotten so bad. I think I mentioned in your last video that my cousin quit. He was a um, very, I won't say where he was stationed at, but he was very well trained in the
Mhm.
military. He guarded some of the worst prisoners in the world at special locations. And if anybody was cut out for that job, it would be him. He
Mhm.
quit. He said, it's too messed up. I
So
can't do this
so
anymore.
DEI isn't even the problem. It's that's the least of
Well,
their
it
problems.
might be. Yeah, I'm not saying that, it doesn't have any part of the equation,
But I mean,
but I'm
whether
saying
you're a man or a
definitely,
woman
yeah,
with a
definitely not.
rifle,
Yeah, to me, it's not the main problem.
my God,
The main
that
problem is
baffles
these
me.
weak laws and weak regulations that these so-called leaders and politicians are passing that make it almost impossible for corrections officers and police, and I'm sure other occupations, to do their jobs.
That is baffling to me. It baffles me because you're talking about guarding, some of the most violent people on the planet, and you have to go through this process before you even can save somebody's life. It's unbelievable. Have you heard of any kind of pushback or people saying, "Listen, we have to dial this back. We have to go back to some of the old ways"? Have you heard of anything like that happening?
I definitely, and I think maybe part of the reason the election, current election went this way was part of that. Part of the equation.
Okay.
You have unions pushing back, but these things a lot of times, they take time, and I
Yeah.
think the pendulum will go back, John. I
Hmm.
hope and pray for these officers' sake. Um, Again, my cousin quit. He only had, I think, 5 or 6 years in. He was, career military. It was a perfect fit for him as the next, career, but he couldn't put up with it. Um, Veteran officers that I talked to, they're quitting in droves. So many of them, they get hit that retirement date, and rather than stay in, they can still make good money. They're out. They're like, I'm just hitting that pension. I'm gone.
Wow.
Um, and so I've talked to many police and corrections officers that say that the majority of their staff have 5 years or less on the job. If you hear about not just corrections, but these police shootings, most of them are young kids. They don't have the experience a lot of times yet to be in those hostile situations,
Wow.
and that a veteran officer would.
Hmm.
um, and so, yeah, so now you got supervisors sending in rookies basically into veteran type of situations.
Wow.
So it's all bad, and I hope again that the pendulum swings the other way, that people come to their senses and say that a lot of the stuff we're doing right now might have been well intentioned, but it does not work in reality.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I hope for everyone's sake that you're right, and I think so too. I think common sense will prevail. But so here's the book, History of the Black Gorilla Family. It is available on Amazon. The link will be in the description area. Gabe, you are a wealth of knowledge. I appreciate every minute that you're on my show, man. It has been nothing but an experience and an education, to say the least, when you're on. It is a fantastic interview. That's why I've had you on 3 times. And believe me, I'm going to be calling you back for another one.
All
We've
right.
covered, how many other books do you have? We've covered the Mexican Mafia, the Aryan Brotherhood, the Black Gorilla Family. What other books do you have?
Oh, I have about a dozen. They can, yeah, they can,
You'll be on
Google Gabe
forever.
Morales. Yeah, yeah. Gabriel Morales. A lot of them are on gangs, but not all. I have
Okay.
some books about criminal justice reform, and my auto bio is also on there. Life and Times of Vato Loco. Again, I don't know if I mentioned it before in other shows. The reason why I care so much, and about these subjects, is I very easily could have been caught up in the system.
Mm.
My brother was caught up in the system for many years, and I know a lot of friends and family got caught up in the system. It's hard being a young man in America, especially today. Peer pressure is really something else, and so I'm hoping that these books will educate people. It doesn't glorify the lifestyle, because all they do is complain while they're in there. Believe me. So many any of you guys listen to this think, hey, that's cool. I like to be a gangster and tell stories, war stories too. Believe me, it sucks. The food sucks. They're locked down all the time. They don't have access to their loved one, their girlfriend, their wives, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's nothing really to be proud of. It's a lot of wasted years of people's lives, and so that's what I'm hoping gets
um,
uh, gets.
I'm going to give you a tremendous compliment. In the last I'm assuming you're Catholic, right? Or you were raised Catholic? All right, so
Mhm.
have I. In the last 4 to 5 years or so, I've been kind of going back to my Catholic roots, if you will. Um, uh, and there are people I really believe that are chosen for more than just being a workhorse. And somebody like yourself, I think, is doing the work of a greater force, if you will. And I think you need more recognition, and which is one of the reasons why I'm having you on. I truly believe that your work and your podcast and the books that you write and my interviews with you, I think is something exceptional and needs to be recognized. So I just believe that you might be doing the work of a better of a higher power.
Well, I tried. I tried, John. I tried to do my little part. So yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome, sir. Okay, I am going to let you go. Always an honor. Thank you so much. And we'll be in touch.
All right. Stay blessed, man.
All right, take care.
All right. Bye.